Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Pretty Much Experts. I'm Robert John. There's Mr. Technical Difficulties, Mikey in the van.
Yeah, hello.
And my other brother there, Skyler.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
How was everybody's weekend?
Weekend was it's pretty eventful, I suppose.
There we go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a pretty slow weekend.
My Uncle
It was
Steven.
nice.
Yeah. I went and saw the Interrupters at the Danforth Music Hall. It was all right.
Hip new band.
Hip new band, yeah. It was a good night.
Yeah.
Is that the first
Lots
time
of
you've been
drinks.
to
Tim
the
Armstrong's
Danforth?
Yeah, I've never been to the Danforth.
It's decent. It's big.
Yeah, it's like
It's big, it's
it's like the
fancy.
Opera House but bigger.
Is there an upper stair? An upper stairs? Yeah, I guess there is.
There
right?
is an upper stairs, yeah.
It reminds me
People
of
were
that
sitting now.
venue that we saw No Effects in Montreal. Olympia, was that what that was called?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's very
yeah.
similar, yeah?
That was a fancy
Yeah,
fucking
it's
place.
a giant opera house.
Yeah, it's just like a huge floor, but then you kind of forget that it's actually pretty high behind you.
Yeah. You can see
Yeah.
it from everywhere, right?
Yeah.
I really liked that place because
Clamshell
it had like
shaped.
that amphitheater thing where it kind of tapered. You know what I mean? Like the floor tapered, but it wasn't like awkward with steps. It was just like a gradual. So if you're running around, you don't have to worry about tripping on anything.
Right. Yeah.
Or just taking that weird
place.
misstep where, like, you misstep your depth perception.
Yeah, because you're not
goes.
paying attention to your
No.
feet when you're fucking running back into the pit, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I have a memory of like some venue that had like a stage kind of built in. Do you remember that, or am I crazy? Like for the
What do you
pit
mean?
was on like a slightly elevated.
Wow. No, you crazy.
I'm crazy. I feel like it might have been like an outdoor. Maybe it was like Warp Tour one year, but it was exactly what you're
Could've
saying, Mike.
been.
Like it was fucked to run around, and then you're like off it. Now you're back on it. Now you're tripping it. And
yeah.
Thankfully,
Oh,
we
and
had
Echo
a-
Park.
I remember
Echo
this
Beach
from
Echo
used to
Beach?
do that. Remember, Echo Beach was like it was
Yeah.
a beach, and they had dug out part of the beach and put in like cables underneath,
a
Right.
cable
and then
trough,
tried to
yeah.
like bury it over.
Right.
But then as the
Yep.
pit got going, all the sand got kicked away, and there was just like
Totally.
it was like a giant trough right through
It
the
was like a
middle of the
speed
pit.
bump.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah,
like a fucking
speed bump.
speed
What I'm
bump going,
thinking of.
through the center of the pit. Yeah, totally. Echo Beach. That's the worst fucking place to see a show. Who
Yeah.
wants to run around and dance on sand? I don't care
No.
who you are. It's a fucking horrible idea.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's stupid.
I really don't like that venue, but you have to go when these bands come through because you
Yeah.
want to
That's
see
all
the bands.
the only place they play anymore.
I
It
know.
seems like it. It's just because if you think of it financially from like a band like Rancid that we love, like
Yeah.
they're not selling out any other Toronto venue. They're too big for like the Sound Academy or whatever, the Phoenix.
Totally, yeah.
Holds maybe 2,000 people. Like they're too big for that. But then
Yeah.
the next step up, like they're not selling out a 20,000 seat arena.
Yeah.
So
they're
then
not
Echo
going to the
Beach is like a
Scotiabank
cool like
No. They did do an
10,000
arena thing one year. They did an arena thing, but Rise Against was actually the headliner.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and I went to a couple of those shows. Like I went to the Saskatoon and the Edmonton. I don't know. I went to
They
a
played
couple of them.
They played the
it was like,
amphitheater.
Yeah,
that
that's-
yeah, they played the amphitheater on that tour, and it was like they closed off half of it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you're still, you're on the hook as the band or promoter or whatever for the whole fucking venue. You're booking the whole venue, regardless of if you can fill it or not, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rancid alone, they're well, and like, who wants to go fucking see Rancid at the ACC? Like, I don't.
I don't. Yeah, and I
Bro,
love them,
it's
but they're not
Scotiabank
gonna,
Place.
they're not gonna sell
Scotiabank
it out.
Center now.
At the
Whatever.
Sky Dome, whatever.
The glory days
Yeah.
were when they would just do back to back at the Cool House, and the
Fuck
exact
yeah.
same people will be there 2 nights in a row. Like
Totally.
you're not gonna sell that
instead
thing
of doing
out.
one.
It's like not.
Instead of doing one show of 10,000 people, they do 2 shows of 2,000 people.
Yeah, but it's the same 2,000 people each night. Like it's not
Yeah.
4,000 people went to see Rancid. It's the same 2,000. But to them, it's
Yeah.
the same amount of tickets.
Yeah. It's the same
But-
amount of money.
Yeah, you're not gonna sell out a 5,000 or 6,000 seat. There's like just not that many fans. Like they're awesome, but there's just not that many people willing to
no,
go.
probably not.
But something like Echo Beach,
especially if it's like a Tuesday night,
make it seem like a summer festival, like it's an all-day thing, and there's like 6 other bands.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fuck
yeah, we were
Echo
talking about
Beach.
this on the weekend where it's just like I'm over the fucking $100 festivals that come through Toronto where all the bands I want to see are on it, but they only play for like half hour, 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just, I hate it. I'm just not into it.
So,
I'd rather like watch a band play for an hour and a half and be tired of them than be left wanting more, and then like Silverstein comes on.
Yeah.
You know, like fuck that. I remember one time going to the Warped Tour, and Silverstein played like 5 minutes into NoFX's set, and then for like the next 5 to 8 minutes, Fat Mike just ripped into Silverstein, like calling them out, like how could they do that, step it on their time.
Yeah.
And then by the time they started to play, they only ended up playing like a 15-minute set, and they were like done, like they were like, no, we're not playing longer. I'm going to get drunk, like.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like they're supposed to have a 45-minute set, and it ended up being like a 30-minute set after all the ranting and bullshit.
Yeah. No, they were like that was back when they were only like half-hour sets, right? Like that was, you know.
I think I remember that. I think you got some footage of that one, video footage.
No, I can't remember.
It was when they had the fucking all those dolls strapped to the drum kit, and people were throwing shit on the stage.
Oh no, that was different. That was
hitting the black doll.
That was in Malton. That was the Malton show.
Malton.
Yeah, this one was still in Barrie, I believe. It's like the International Center.
The International
they started
Center.
doing it out there.
In the parking lot. Yeah. Warped Tour died a slow death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow, terrible, terrible death.
I don't think I went to
I mean,
any
we were
not
talking
in
about the
Barrie.
festivals and it not being... Yeah. They did it a couple years, but it was just kind of whatever. I went the first year that they didn't do it in Barrie, but they went back to Barrie. They did it at the Sky Dome like 1 year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was actually fucking sweet because the stages were like literally, like it was you were surrounded by stages all day, and so everyone was just like congregated in the middle of the fucking field, essentially, and the stages were just completely surrounding you. It was a pretty wicked setup, thinking back, but. The only time it's worth going to those festivals is like every once in a blue moon, like when Rockfest was new and we saw it the second year or whatever it was, and like literally all the bands were there and it was still fresh. And
that was fun. I like that. That was like
so
a Punkorama set of just like every band on Punkorama playing back to back to back.
Yeah.
The first year Riot Fest came through and Rancid, fucking Descendants. Fucking,
I don't think Rancid was there. No Effects was there.
No Effects.
No, it was No Effects. Yeah.
Hot Water Music.
Lawrence Arms.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was a wicked time too. But I'm not doing that every year.
No, I think that comes back to like what I was saying about Rancid. Like, the punk music fan is like a passionate fan, but there's not that many. So every year, I guess you could come back and play the same bands, and you'd get the same turnout. But the like capitalist promoter like wants a bigger show every year, and that's what happened to Rockfest. It was like a really cool punk festival, and then it's like they have like a semi-big headliner, and the ticket sales are huge. And then it's next year we're gonna have like Weezer played. I think the year we went.
Okay.
You know, and now it's like the next year it's like Guns N' Roses is playing, and then Eminem is gonna. It's like every year the ante is just up. Like who's gonna be the bigger headliner? And
they have to keep it
for
on the up and up.
The promoter. Yes, more people come, but I'm pretty sure Rockfest filed for bankruptcy this year because you bring in these gigantic headliners that demand gigantic headline fees. Yeah. And more people are coming, but like it's not more profitable if you're spending more money booking bigger acts. Versus, if you had 40,000 people come to just see a bunch of punk bands, like it's probably mostly profit. You can just pay them. I remember
when we went to Rockfest,
a lot
it
more
was
beer too.
Blink-182 and Motley Crue on their like farewell tour headline.
Oh Jesus!
And I remember standing in line at the bank, and like I had like a NoFX shirt on, and the dude behind me had a Strung Out shirt on. So I like struck up a conversation because it was a long ass line.
Got down,
just like so. I was like, so, like, who are you here to see? And he was kind of like, oh, I'm here to see Strung Out. Like, it'd be cool to see, you know, like, Legwagon was playing. And the guy behind him, total, like, redneck, just, like, spits out, like, if you aren't here to see Motley Crue, then you can fuck off. And me and this guy, like, looked at each other, and just like, well, I guess we're fucking off. Yeah. Like, I am 100% not here to see Motley Crue. Like, I will go to bed before then. Thanks, though.
Yeah, I think we were probably watching punk rock karaoke while that was going on.
Yeah, I didn't see any of those bands. I remember when we got there the first day, and there's a huge merch line, and I don't always, but like sometimes, like I'll buy a shirt at a show just as like a keepsake kind of deal.
Yeah, if they're cheap.
But the line was too long, like I'm not even fucking touching it. And then, you know, the next day there was like a lull. I'm like, okay, I'll go check out the line. Waited in line and got to the front, and it was 80% Blink-182, Weezer, Alice in Chains, and then like a fucking disgraced box in the corner was like stage D&E where we spent the whole weekend. And there's still like $60 t-shirts. It's like, fuck this. Like, no way.
I can't remember the band, but there was one band, and it was a band that I didn't like, but I totally have respect for them after this. I might have been
Wu-Tang?
I don't know who it was, but they had $10 shirts. Right. Everyone else was $25, $30, $40 shirts, and their shirts were, like in the fucking piss-stained box in the corner, but they were $10. And it was like,
they're called the Misfits.
The Misfits? No way.
No
way.
Misfits had $60 shirts, man.
Those for sure.
Fucking punk rock Kiss, man. Those fuckers. Yeah. Like, I like the Misfits, but I'm ashamed to say that publicly. You know what I mean? Like, I like the Danzig era Misfits, but I can't wear a pin. I can't wear the shirts because it's like,
because they're the Kiss
It's associated with Hot Topic. It's pretty much a fucking Walmart. You know?
Yeah.
It's the Kiss of punk rock. I can't do it.
You know, probably put Misfits in my top 5 bands just for like the influence on who I am as a person. And like the bands that I love, like a lot of them were inspired by the Misfits. Even NoFX is like owe a lot to the Misfits. Like, so I see them as like they are one of the pillars in like who made me. Sure. Like if I'm a table, that's one of the fucking legs for sure.
Yeah, for sure. To a point though. Like, definitely. There's a cap
I feel like
to
you guys gave me shit last week because I had a Misfits t-shirt on, and I totally forgot I was wearing it that day. But like I wouldn't go out of my way to wear that in public or. The last 2 years traveling Europe, like there's no way I fucking wore that shirt or brought it with me.
That's a laundry shirt?
Yeah, that's like a laundry day shirt. Because it is like
it's kind of an elitist mentality, but it's like I don't want people to assume that I like punk rock because I can get it at Hot Topic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I want real fucking punk rock.
Right.
There you go.
Anyways,
and I also
that has nothing to do with this week's episode.
One last point. When I do buy a shirt or something at a show, it's because I want the band to benefit.
Yeah,
and when it's someone like the Misfits, that's $60 t-shirts, like they don't need that money.
No, fuck no,
they don't. But it's
they're doing another reunion tour. They're good.
They're good. Yeah. And they're like,
I'll take another step forward.
Yeah,
the only time I ever buy a shirt at a show is when I've puked on the one that I'm wearing, or I wore it in the pit and I'm just sweaty as fuck, and it's winter time and I need something to wear to not get pneumonia.
I also like to buy shit when the band's at the merch table.
I was going to say that's the tell. When one of the members from the band is actually at the merch table, like usually they'll have like a merch person like while they're on set. But if at one point in the night that the actual one member, even if it's the fucking drummer, the pretend member, like, even if the like lowly drummer is there, like that's a sign that that $20 is going to buy more beer, or it's going to buy them like an extra helping of dinner and perhaps at Kelsey's. Like they're going to see that versus like there's just like some column on a spreadsheet of like sales that they get once a month.
Yeah, totally. I went to a show last week and I really wanted to buy this guy's shirt, but it was one of those things like if I'm gonna buy it, I'm never gonna wear it. Like it was like I really like him. He's like my favorite writers, artists, singers, one of them anyways. And I really wanted to support him. He just flew from Berlin, like where he lives now. So it was like obviously this money's gonna help feed him and everything, right? Like he's a working artist, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't pull the trigger because I know I'm not gonna wear it, even though it's only $20. It's like I'm just never gonna wear this fucking shirt, and I have limited space right now. But I went and I caught the last 2 songs of an opening band. They're from Victoria, and they're pretty rocking. So I went over to their merch booth. I got like a sticker and some pins and shit. And the guy's like, "Here, why don't you take one of our cassettes?" And I'm like, "Wicked, perfect! Like my new car has a cassette player. That's awesome." And I'm stoked to listen to this cassette. And I get back, like the next day, I get back to where my car is, and I fucking go to put the cassette in. I don't have a cassette player.
Oh, you just thought you did.
It's an old AM radio. But I was like, I just bought the car. So I'm like, and it's old. I'm like, it definitely has a cassette player because I know it doesn't have a CD player.
Yeah.
Turns out it doesn't even have a cassette player.
That's an old car.
So it's just an old car.
FM radio.
Yeah. So now I got the cassette of this band, the Bad Who were pretty fucking awesome.
The Bad Who.
I got a cassette.
Yeah.
The Bad Who that I'll probably fucking never listen to.
The Shitty Beatles.
Shitty Beatles.
Yeah.
How are they? They suck.
Not just clever names.
We got Crucial Time, Jolly Green Giants, Shitty Beatles. All right. Well, on that Wayne's World quote, maybe we should get to this week's ep. I think before we even start this week's
one more
ep,
thing before this week's ep.
Make sure to check out our Instagram account.
Yes.
And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe our stuff. And send us a question for our Ask an Experts episodes /segments at
we want
pretty much
questions.
email at gmail.com. We want your questions, and you fucking want our answers. You know it.
You definitely do.
You want them.
Yeah.
So kick off this week's Ask an Experts special. Our number one fan, Brian, wants to know: the experts all sign up to be organ donors. What body parts would you donate to science after you die?
Wow. All of them, except my eyes.
Well, this is a tricky question because he specifically says donate to science, not donate to
Just
somebody
to
else
science?
that needs them.
Okay. I know that I actually, this is non-joke answer, have signed up to give all my organs away except for my eyes because those are mine. Fuck you.
This is
You're not taking my corneas.
Non-joke answer, but a mere 2 weeks ago, you disclosed to me a medical breakthrough that you were immune to old Milwaukee beer.
Yes. So
this claim was proven false.
This is also true. In the name of science, we put it to the test, and I was not immune to old Milwaukee beer.
I think Mike dropped off, but are you back there, buddy?
I totally dropped off.
I was going to say, 2 weeks ago, Skyler made the scientific claim that he was immune to old Milwaukee beer. And then he was quickly disproven that he was not immune to it. As I fell asleep on his couch, I heard him crawl into bed, his roommate say, "Are you okay?" He said, "I'm going to puke." And she said, "The bucket is beside the bed." And he replied, "But it's not in the bed." And then I fell asleep giggling like a little schoolgirl.
Yeah. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am kind of the best drunk ever. Roommate loves it.
She didn't seem very annoyed or disgusted at that I'm gonna puke in the bed inference.
No, she's used to it.
She's ridden that bull before.
Oh yeah.
But it was a very cheeky, but the bucket's not in the bed, is it?
It's not gonna help me on the floor, is it, roommate?
It's not gonna help you clean that up if it's on the floor.
Oh yeah. I guess I'd give my liver up then.
I would love to see, your liver go to science and see the old Milwaukee tolerance level. Because it's not immunity, but it's got to be up there.
And like I don't know. I feel like if I drink other beers, if I venture into the other beers, they get me more hungover and drunk not the next day drunk, but hungover. Where my old mills, I can do my cool 12 and just be on my way.
Yeah, the cheap beers. I find the cheap beers a lot easier the next day too, like Pabst, Old Mill. Yeah. Those two, or Pilsner or whatever. Clays, they go down pretty easy.
They're not Pilsner, are they?
Yeah, they stay down.
I'm a pill man? I didn't even know.
I didn't say that, did I?
No, but you're calling them Pilsners. I don't think they're Pilsners.
No, I said like a Pilsner. Like, I can put those back 12 a night and not feel like a total piece of shit the next day.
Yeah. Like a virgin, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. So what was the question? What would you donate?
What would you donate to science?
What organ would you donate to science?
Yeah.
Wow. Like, which ones do you even get to donate? Like, your kidneys, your liver.
I'm pretty proud of my leg muscles, but I guess that's not an organ.
No,
but I can do a lot of squats. Like, it's impressive.
You'd give your fucking quads?
I think it's worth looking into.
Wow. That's
like,
just
if you want 200 squats right now holding the computer, like, you got them.
That computer's not heavy, though.
But 200 squats is really hard to do for the average civilian.
Doesn't matter what you're holding. Yeah, fair enough.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, I can't do more than, like, 10 squats. I've tried.
I remember when we, like, started the baseball team, like, 6-7 years ago, and there was, like, one practice we had where I'm like, I'll lead the, like, fitness routine, like, 25 squats. And for me, I'm like, that's easy. And seeing the, like, pitiful, like, attempt at 25 squats between the 12 of us, realizing that, like, okay, we're not going to win a game for at least 3 years.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure everyone cursed your name for, like, the whole season.
That was the last time I was in charge of, like, fitness at practice. Yeah. But to me, I'm like, 25 squats, that's a good warm-up.
The start of spring training, 25 squats, and that was it.
Everyone's
almost called the season.
Calling it, like, that's it. Let's just do fucking 500 up, like done with practicing.
And just play this every weekend, That's all we had to do. I don't know, I bet you my heart would be pretty gross. I eat a lot of poutine.
Okay.
You could probably, like, check out some stuff. The effects of poutine on one's heart. Same with my kidneys. I'm trying to think of all the ones you give up. Is that it? Just your kidneys, your liver, your heart? I think you can give up your lungs.
You can give up lungs.
Your corneas. I know you can do your corneas.
I feel like it's interesting right off the bat that when we talk about donating organs, mine so far they're pretty impressive. Like, science will learn a lot from these quads. And yours are all like, look how fucking sick my heart is from eating poutine all the time. like
my old
what am I trash?
That's part of good research, though,
that's
right?
Good research. But that's the difference between.
I mean, now that I'm back and I think I'm here to stay.
Yep.
With this whole internet thing, I'm donating all of my sexual organs.
Oh, well, of course you are. Yeah.
How many do you have?
Your hands, your mouth, your fucking
anus,
penis, your butthole, all the stuff that could be used. Yeah, the backs of your knees for sure.
Yeah.
The part between your fucking shoulder and your face, right there in your collarbone, that can be a fuck
Would
spot.
you guys, like, have you guys heard about this guy that's trying to have the first ever, they're referring to it as a body transplant?
Yeah, he's like a Russian dude, yeah?
Yeah, I believe he's a Russian fella.
Oh,
might be a Chinese doctor.
Had his head cut off?
Or I think he might actually be Italian.
Oh, it is an Italian doctor.
I think it is Italian.
It's doing it in China, though.
Yeah, because they don't
they have
you
no
do that anywhere else.
Yeah.
But basically it's a head transplant. The guy's got, like, cerebral palsy and his body doesn't work.
Yeah, that's
But this other guy's, it's like I don't know, he's willing to donate his body. He's probably a prisoner. Apparently that's a thing in China, too.
Oh,
I don't think you get a choice.
I wouldn't want a Chinese body.
I'm good.
I want, I want like
either.
a Viking. I want
Me
an
either.
upgrade. I don't want some little fucking Chinese body.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want some Brock
I want like
Lesnar
Terry
fucking-
Crews or
Yeah,
something.
give me some like big African body or Viking body. I'd even take Australian, like whatevs.
Wow.
You're saying you want to step up,
I wanna
right?
step
like you
up,
don't
yeah.
want to go backwards.
No.
If you're gonna go through all that
No.
hassle getting your head cut off.
Yeah,
and
if you're
put
gonna
back
cut
on
my
the
head
body.
off, like
Yeah.
I don't want to be
Or like a
taller
sweet,
than
like-
I was when I was in a wheelchair.
Get like a sweet 500-pound American body.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
Be one of those
comes
fat
with
fucks
a scooter.
over Asian. But I'm pretty sure in China prison, like when you die, the state gets your body and they get to do whatever they want to it. So
Oh wow.
that's also like part of the black market organ trade of China is like funded by that. Like people just buying prisoner bodies and selling their organs or cutting them out of
Jesus.
tourists.
Note to
But-
self:
Real
don't
thing,
go to
eh?
China.
Yeah. I'd try to donate my vocal cords.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I got a good voice.
Yeah.
Voice of an angel. If I was in a prettier face, I think I could be on American Idol. I probably would
Jesus
lose at like
Christ.
6 or 7, but I'd be on it. Sometimes
You
it's
are
all it
fucking
takes.
delusional, dude. You'd be one of those. You'd be one of those like the tapes of like William Hung.
William Hung, yeah.
Yeah,
Clay
you'd
Aiken.
be the William Hung of our generation.
Wearing like
I fucking
Going
take
there
it. Are
12
you
beers
kidding me?
deep.
immune
You
to
know.
old
Hey.
Milwaukee, wearing your Guitar
Oh,
Hero
yeah,
t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's part of your bio.
Like, Mike, all I gotta ask is how many albums do you have produced by a major record label? Because William's got one.
He's got like 4.
At least one, I
Yeah.
should say.
Oh, he definitely
Yeah.
has a Christmas album.
He's like the Me First of the Gimme Gimmes of the American Idol world.
Oh,
just doing covers of everyone's jams really bad.
I'm confident the album's called A Hung Christmas. Like it's just all sexual
Oh my
innuendo.
gosh.
No way.
Yeah, get a hung
great
Christmas
idea.
this holiday season.
No.
Absolutely fantastic idea.
The hung jury.
Hung
If
jury.
you're gonna do it, yeah. It's all political songs,
All Bob Dylan covers.
sexual political songs.
Fuck authority. Just go to town, yeah. So yeah, so
I donate my sex organs. Whatever you, if you think my hands are sexy organs, then fine, good enough. You know, beehole, if you can use the beehole, donate it.
yeah, okay, all right.
All right.
Take the urethra.
Take it all.
Sure, take it right out of there.
Yeah.
Strip it clean.
Cut it open like a jalapeno pepper.
Stuff
Cut
some
it like-
cream cheese in there.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Bake it.
Taxidermy that shit.
Make a little popper.
Yeah, that's how you do it. All right. So I guess I got the next one here.
Yeah.
Around the corner.
This one's from a woman, which is sick. I like when the ladies give us some emails. This one's from Susan. Susan from Ottawa. In the last 20 years, what is the most useless invention?
Oh, the selfie stick.
Wow.
It's pretty shitty, useless invention, if you ask me.
Is it useless? Like, I'll take it a step
Yeah,
further.
because all
I'll
you're
say-
doing is taking pictures of yourself. That's not
Yeah.
helping anybody or anything.
I think I take it at the
Except
next
for
level,
you.
Mark. I think the button on the cell phone that makes it
Oh.
selfie mode is the worst
Oh.
invention in the last
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah.
I feel like the selfie stick, if you're into selfies, the selfie stick just makes it better. Like, that's a good invention.
I don't know.
The actual-
I get
the actual
what
button?
you're saying.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
yeah.
think of like an actual thing that
Ugh.
like came out within the last 20 years that like just nobody uses anymore, and like why is that still a thing?
Like BlackBerry.
I don't know. Something like, do you remember
Most
when like
useless.
all cars had ashtrays in them, and now that's not a thing anymore?
Just like the mall.
Just like mall food
Yeah.
court.
I pretty
Yeah.
much only buy vehicles that have a minimum of 4 ashtrays.
Yeah.
It's got to have a minimum of 4.
Yeah. I want more ashtrays and seatbelts, goddammit.
Yeah, they're
fucking right, I do.
And they didn't have cup holders. They like replaced ashtrays with cup holders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to just like.
Yep. None of my vehicles have cup holders.
Yeah, you just hold your beer between your legs when you drove in the old days, smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a man.
Like a man. Or a woman, Susan.
Or Susan.
Yeah, or a woman.
Susan.
Yeah.
Susan. Yeah.
What about I keep flashing back to like those bad ads that will pop up on like Reddit and stuff, and it's like from like wish.com or whatever, and it's like a pizza bag that you wear around your neck.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It'll be like a bag where you can put your one slice of pizza in for late night munch. Like those are all stupid.
Those are stupid. I feel like over the last few months, like traveling around, there's a disproportionate amount of cell phone case stores all over the world.
Oh wow, I know, right?
Really?
Who the
Every
fuck
fucking
buys
strip mall.
a case for their cell phone to begin with? And how many
Well, who's
cell
going to a
phone
store?
cases do you need to sell per month to make your nut? Like to
dude.
pay
A lot.
staff, to pay, rent. Like,
Yeah.
It seems like a horrible business, but there's so many.
Well, when you go into those stores and the cases are fucking $50 and the cords, like a new charging cord's $30.
Yeah.
You're not surprised because they have to sell it at that price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Just to make their nut.
And
I've got-
No, it's
feed my family.
ridiculous.
so many people I would meet like in like random fucking places and like, oh, you put art on things? It's like, yep. And like, oh, you make a like cell phone case? It's like, no. Should I? Like, is that a thing? Like, should
You
I
could.
do
Yeah.
that? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I think you
Try
should.
it out, man.
I
Try
think
it out.
you making them and selling them is different than like being at a fucking kiosk in the mall
Oh,
selling
but sometimes
Reebok
they're
ones.
bigger
But the
than
thing is,
kiosks.
everybody's
Sometimes it's a
got-
full mall fucking
Oh,
production.
I was just
Yeah,
like
full
saying,
store,
hey, maybe
yeah.
a kiosk.
Kiosk
I know.
is like
I've walked through a mall.
startup, but there's like
Yeah.
full like
Yeah.
mall store.
Yeah.
A mall store's
Yeah,
got
I
to be
think
like
that's-
20 grand a month.
I think
that's
even just a
tricky
mall
because you
store
have to-
might be the worst invention.
Yeah.
Everyone goes to malls.
Malls are going to be out of business any day now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Amazon's
Oh, yeah.
got the corner
Amazon's got
of the
it.
market.
Yeah, they got your cell phone
Yeah.
cases and your pizza holders.
Yeah. And you don't
What
have to
about
talk
those
to anybody.
fucking? What about those finger shoes?
Oh,
Those are
yeah,
fucking
those are
stupid.
gross.
You mean gloves?
Yeah, for your feet.
Hand shoes? Oh, you're talking about fucking feet
Yeah.
gloves. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are they stupid? What do you? I don't even know what you
Yes.
use them for. How do you not get glass in your feet
Everyone
all the
that I've
time?
met that's worn those is
don't
a
know.
fucking weirdo.
Oh yeah, dude.
Fair enough. Okay.
Totally.
Like, just the
Totally.
feeling of, like, shoe between each toe, like, just gives me the jeebies right now.
And like, does it? Are you?
Do you have to buy, like,
people got some
shoe
weird fucking feet though. Like, does it
one size fits-
accompany that weird
Yeah.
bottom toe that like folds over top all the other three?
Speaking from
Like, how does
personal
that work?
experience,
Yeah, I
guess.
don't know.
I've seen some.
Yeah, I
long
got a
fucking
really
feet.
big hook in my long toe. Not the big one, but the long one beside it's got quite a hook. I don't
Your
know if
dick?
they make. No, my toe. I mean, the
I
dick's
know.
not too fucking straight either, but
I think it's, like, troubling that you had to, like, differentiate between the big toe and the long toe.
yeah, I got. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, they don't make them for guys like me.
No, people got some broke ass feet, man.
But what do you
Yeah,
wear
dude.
sock-wise? You have to get those fucking finger socks also?
Yeah, medical socks.
I don't,
No.
Yeah, wow.
No, I just wear regular socks, dude.
They would smell so bad though, because like you wouldn't. You're not wearing socks in your
You never
fucking.
wear
Oh,
your-
in the shoe.
shoe.
Okay,
In the
I
shoe,
get what you're
yeah.
saying. I cut out
That'd be
there.
so
yeah, yeah.
uncomfortable. Or you have to cut the sock,
Yeah,
the
no
toes
socks.
Oh,
out.
you'd have to go toeless socks.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a Rocky move to cut
I think
the toes
that's
off your
here's the
socks.
greatest invention in the next 20 years. For those shoes, you got to make them into you get socks that are like those mittens you used to have that the post people would have, like Sinbad had in that movie we watched, where they fold back
fold
into
back.
Velcro.
Like smoking
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah, smoking shoes. You can expose your toes to put into your fucking toe shoes.
But, like, the whole point of toe shoes, from my understanding, is it, like, gives you, like, more realistic walking, like barefoot, like your toes separate, like wouldn't you just wearing like slightly bigger shoes be the exact same thing?
Like bigger flat
Yeah,
shoes?
like I just
Converse
feel
or
like
something?
having like shoe material between each toe is not actually helping your toes separate.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Like it must like force them apart. Like you're not getting a natural, like I'm thinking of like a cat step and all the toes separate and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a cat owner.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you're getting that if you got shoe fabric between each toe. They're just forced apart all the time.
And what happens if you step on like a rock?
You're fucked,
You're fucked.
dude.
Yeah, like I
Go
can step
home.
on rocks
Go
in my
home.
boots and I don't even feel it.
I feel like
You would
everyone
fucking
that has
just-
those shoes though is just an indoor cat. Like they're just a computer programmer. They're going nowhere near rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Joe Rogan's an advocate for these shoes. He says he runs hills in
He's
them. But he's
lying.
he's a superhuman. So, like, you know, whatever. Let the one person in the world wear those toe shoes and run a hill. Like,
Yeah.
good for him.
Yeah. He says a lot
Yeah,
of
the
stuff.
average
a lot of
person,
stuff.
the average person's definitely an indoor cat. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty fucking... Those things are stupid.
Those are pretty bad, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I still think my vote is fucking mall cell phone case stores. Like I just don't understand.
Yeah, I'll put my vote in that pile, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Like, I'd
It's a good
never
one.
had
I'm
a-
still going selfie button.
I've never had a case for my phone. It's cracked as shit. I don't care. But to have some like googly-eyed monster like that my phone is living within, like I don't understand why anyone would do that.
No.
I get a case for every phone, but I just get it either at the place I get the cell phone, right there, I never think about it again, or I go on Amazon and get them for $3.
Yeah.
You know?
Chinatown's usually a hot spot too for multiple cell phone case stores, but I've never gone in them.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, but you don't really need a cell phone case store in Chinatown because every store is a cell phone case store in a way. It's also a bong shop, a grocery
A
store,
restaurant.
Bodega.
a restaurant. Yeah, where you can get your mail for some reason. You can get post office boxes
you can
there.
definitely
Yeah,
get a cheap passport photo in most convenience stores in Chinatown. I would know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, cell phone store is pretty fucking useless. Business, anyways.
Business.
Business. Talking about business.
Well, I got one here from a friend of mine. We'll say her name is T.
Two
in
girls.
Vancouver.
Two female identifiers.
Same girl every week.
Yeah. Well, and the same guy actually too every week for the next question.
Ooh.
But you have 7 days to live. What the doctor tells you have 7 days to live. You know, like you come down with a rare case of the heebie-jeebies. What do you eat for dinner for those 7 days?
Wow.
So it's like a take on the last meal, but you get seven.
I'm not going to be able to list 7 things, but
Oh, there'll be some
What?
double ups.
I don't know.
Craft dinner for
Really?
Will.
Dinner? Really? That's on your
I'm not
fucking
eating
No,
craft
no,
dinner.
that's-
I'm saying breakfast for dinner, one of them for sure.
There's a shitty Vietnamese.
Well, Mike, you still get breakfasts too.
Oh, that's like
Yeah, but I want breakfast for dinner,
that's
bud.
like 40
That's
meals.
And
fine. I had
lunch, too, if
I
we're
had
going
breakfast
there.
for dinner last week. That's not even it needs to be one of my last meals. I just do that.
Just saying, dude, you got 7 last meals. Like
Yeah.
tacos, obviously tacos.
Yeah, burritos. I'm a burrito guy. Poutine.
There's a
Yeah, see?
Yep.
there's a what's it
7
what's it
goes pretty
called?
quick.
A Vietnamese restaurant in Toronto called Ginger. That is my absolute
Okay.
favorite restaurant of all time. And I had lunch there every day for like 6 years. And that's the highlight of
Yeah.
my week this week. Is like Wednesday I'm gonna go downtown, visit some friends, and it's like first things first, Ginger. Hit that
Yeah.
restaurant.
Getting ginger.
I missed you,
Just get
baby.
a nice stir fry. But it's like nothing touches it. So I'd have ginger.
I would
on the
like
list
to go
for
to-
sure.
I'd like to go to Sneaky D's and eat that King's
Oh,
Crown.
that's a lot of nacho. But I don't know other
Yeah.
foods like what could I don't know. KFC is pretty high up there. I got to admit.
Wow. I thought KFC as well.
I got to
It's
admit.
just such a fancy dish.
And it lasts for like 3 days.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get it for 3.
Yeah,
or
you
I
got
guess,
7.
We only got 7 days, dude.
You're right.
You got 7.
Yeah.
So
Day
3 of
one
mine,
bucket of bucket of the Colonel's finest.
KFC one day and then cold KFC 2 days after.
And still get
it does get better on the second day.
Oh, yeah.
That's the trick, I think. I think we just cracked the code.
Yeah.
Every meal that you eat has to have the ability to have leftovers, so you can just eat it for days.
Yeah.
Until you die.
Until you die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like burritos. Like, I like a good burrito.
Like, are you going out with a burrito in your hand, you know, 7th day?
No,
God
7th day is
burrito?
definitely, I'm going to go to the chair with poutine on my lips.
Yeah. Pierre's finest.
Pierre's
finest. See, I'm a sucker for a good cheeseburger, too.
Oh, yeah. You gotta.
That would be
when this episode is done and we're done recording, I'm gonna fire up the old Skip the Dishes app, and I'm feeling it might be a Swiss chalet kind of night.
Ooh. Wow, fancy.
Fancy.
Are you gonna get gravy and jus?
What is jus?
Well, is it kosher? I don't think it's kosher. What's the Jew, Mike?
I don't know what that means.
I think that's chicken juice. Maybe. I don't.
The sauce? The Swiss chalet sauce?
Chicken juice? Yeah. The Jew.
Is that a Vieira family term that the rest of the world has just been open to? Have some fucking Jew with your chicken?
Yeah. Every sauce that isn't gravy is the Jew.
Yeah.
It's just chicken. It's meat juice, I guess.
Juice.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Chicken
juice. You know
juice.
when you're like a kid and people tell you things and then you just believe it without questioning it because you're an idiot?
For the rest of your life, yeah.
I remember being so hard on chalet sauce when I was a kid for our non-Canadian Swiss Chalet is a chicken restaurant that has delicious gravy.
Not Swiss at all.
But
rotisserie chicken.
I remember asking our grandpa one time, what is in this gravy that it's so good? It's not regular gravy. And he told me it was made from deer without blinking an eye. It's deer. It's deer gravy. And I was like...
You can't get any other deer items at that restaurant.
But I'm like, wow.
Get deer gravy.
Deer gravy's fucking sweet. And then, obviously don't think anything of it. And then, months later at some birthday party or something, do you have deer gravy? At some random house. Just
they think you're a weird kid.
Yeah, the
deer gravy.
Yeah.
Who eats deer gravy? Yeah. You know what I wonder? If someone told your grandpa it was deer, so he actually still thinks it's deer.
He's just a constant.
That'd be funny.
He's a mischievous old man.
Yeah.
I was at his house this week, and I was there with my mom, and she's like, "Oh my god, tell your cleaner when she comes here to clean the fridge because it's disgusting." And he's like, "Nope."
Yeah.
And then my mom's just like, "You have to, it's gross." And he's like, "Your sister," his sister, my mom's sister's name is Sandra. Sandra will be back on April 1st. And then he just looks at me deadpan. Get it nice and dirty for Sandra. Purposely making a fucking mess. Just sloppily opening drinks and splashing it in the fridge. Get it nice and dirty for Sandra.
You guys are definitely cut from the same cloth.
Definitely got the same hairline.
Fucking guy.
Yeah. Just leaving all your dirty dishes in your fridge.
That's awesome. Yeah, just leaving all your dirty dishes.
Hey man, I've had people come over, parties and such, or little get-togethers, and not had time to clean up, and fuck yeah, I just jammed all of the crap in the back of my fridge I didn't want to clean up, or in your oven, because you're not going to use your oven at this party.
Yeah.
And it gets away from you. Sometimes you forget.
I think that's brilliant. I think I'm going to pull that shit on the roommate the next time she goes somewhere.
Put it all in the oven?
Just be like, "Hey, look, I'll clean this apartment, baby. Don't you worry. But when you come home, you're cleaning the fridge." And then when she comes home, just have the fridge full of all the dirty plates.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
That is fantastic. Or even just stuff the oven, because that's even more rude. Like, you clean the oven. Just full of fucking plates.
Keep that on the back burner. That is great.
Oh, yeah. I hope she's not listening.
She doesn't listen to this.
No one tell her if you know her. Oh, fuck. So is that it for food? I don't know. I think...
Yeah.
I got like 4 or 5 that I think I could just recycle.
I'm too thrifty to have 7 different meals. Like, it would be KFC for 3 of those days.
RJ's going fucking 3 days on deer gravy.
And like pizza, like I'm sure pizza. You
gotta have pizza.
Yeah. I also like pizza preferred like 2 days later. It's the same thing.
So that's day 2.
Yeah.
You get your Colonel's Finest.
Breakfast.
You get some pizza.
Yeah, I had some old pizza in the fridge for a few days.
Dinner for breakfast for dinner.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's options. Like, you're definitely not going to starve thinking about the last things you're going to eat for 7 days.
Yeah, you're definitely going to die of chlamydia or whatever it is you got.
You can't die from that.
You're not going to starve.
You just take a little pill.
You can die from chlamydia. Away. Al Capone, pretty sure died of chlamydia.
He died of syphilis.
So like you got 7 days to eat your last 7 meals. Okay? You're not going to eat anything. You're not going to try anything you've never tried before. You're just going to eat your staples.
Yeah. I'm not
No, I would definitely, like, I don't know.
Day.
What's that stuff?
I'm not going to try it.
Oh, yeah, pussy. I'd eat some of that.
Dick. Yeah, pussy.
Eat some... Yeah, not dick. Whoa.
Dick, Sim.
Whoa. Mike's getting weird in his last 7 days.
Yeah. I'm waiting until day 7. I'm going to suck a dick.
That's fine. You know what? Why not? Take a picture. I would take a picture of me sucking that dick and make sure that was the picture that goes on the casket.
Or like the slideshow, when they're doing a slideshow, it's just like every third picture is you with a dick in your mouth.
Happy in every one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, pussy's got to be on that.
It's got to be.
Yeah, you get to eat that?
Sure.
I don't know if that's as good the next day or not, but...
But no, it's not. It's definitely not.
Zero nutritious value.
Speaking of chlamydia, our next question's from my friend Shelby.
Oh, no.
And Shelby wants to know, if you were a serial killer, what would be your calling card?
Why is that chlamydia?
I'm just throwing her under the bus a little.
Oh, man. What would you, like, we're leaving something behind, or can we take something with us?
I've thought this out quite a bit, actually.
Wow.
So I'll start.
You've been sitting on this question for a while.
No, she just messaged me this today. But, I mean in general, as a serial killer, if I was ever going to murder somebody because they had wronged me or done me dirty, I would murder 4 random people the same time. Maybe the same month. To just hide my murder. You know what I mean? You're going to get away with it. If you killed 5 people, but you only really want to kill 1. But you disguise it as a serial killer. So I would do something that makes it really obvious that it's a serial killer. Like, take the left eye. Like,
but what if you get caught for them? Well, then you're on the
They call him the Lisa Left Eye Lopez killer. It'd be great.
Left Eye Lopez. Like the TLC girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be my deal for sure.
They're too busy chasing waterfalls to find you anyway.
Exactly. Send them on a waterfall chase. I'd take the left eye, kill 5 people. The second one, I think, would be the intended target.
Would you kill Scrubs? Or
there'd be no Scrubs. No Scrubs. And then I just send the cops chasing waterfalls after some left eye Lopez.
Damn.
That's good.
Make you feel damn unpretty, too.
Would you keep them? Are you keeping the eyes?
I would probably not keep them, but I would take them far away from the scene, so it was very clear that these 5 murders
What if you did some like
are related.
What if you did some like piecing the puzzle together and you fucking took a left eye but replaced it with the other left eye?
Oh. Ooh. Left clues to your other murders.
String it along.
Damn.
That's some.
Does leaving semen count as leaving something? Like just asking for a friend.
Taking the brains after you fuck them out of the person leaving tickets.
Yeah.
I think I'd upper deck. I think I'd just drop some upper deckers,
On the
Well, you
old
get
school
caught
with it.
so quickly. That's DNA. You can't be leaving DNA.
Yeah.
If I'm leaving semen,
right.
like that's a joke answer.
Is there DNA in
You'd be an
dump?
idiot. Oh, you get DNA at a dump.
Yeah,
I don't think you
there's
can.
Very
gotta be
little.
DNA.
I don't think
No, you can.
Nah.
What's that bitch's name? The one
Selena
that was
Gomez?
in Italy that got, like, she was supposed to be, like, Amanda Knox or
Amanda
something.
Knox. She dumped? She upper
that-
decked?
No, she didn't dump. The person that killed her roommate dumped in the toilet and didn't flush it, and they found it, and they
Oh my
DNA
God.
tested it.
That was
But,
Amanda
like, the-
Knox's
He
dump for
deserves to
sure.
be caught.
No, it wasn't. It was some dudes. And then, but the DA just, like, was like, no, it was Amanda Knox, and, like, said that she was, like, some satanic killer kind of thing, like, did it all for the devil. But really, like, dude had left a dookie in the toilet. And
So you're saying Amanda Knox didn't do it?
yeah.
Wow. Mind blown.
Yeah, it was the dude who shit in her toilet.
Maybe it was her boyfriend. I feel like she did it.
Yeah? Because she was the one, right, that they, like, sent her back to America. Like, she was on trial or
She's
some
getting in a
shit.
chair.
And then they sent her home, and then they tried to recharge her, and they were like, no, we're not sending her back to Italy. Like, it's one of those, like, just don't ever go to Europe again, and you'll be fine.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to think, though, like, if I actually did kill somebody, like, what's in my nature? Like, I'm not taking an eye. I'm not shitting or coming anywhere. Like, I'd probably just destroy some shit, like pop some tires, maybe pop all their tires.
Fucking child.
Like, what's actually in my nature?
I'd
Break
steal
a
their
window?
shoes.
Yeah, steal some shoes, steal something
Yeah.
useful, and
Take
always
their wallet and their credit card.
That's not much of a calling card. It's just kind of home
I-
robbery.
I-
gone
I-
wrong,
Basic
but-
robbery.
Yeah, you're just committing more
Yeah.
crimes. I do like the idea of, like, you would take the people's IDs, but then switch their IDs with the ones you've already taken,
Right.
right? So, like, they
Ooh,
would
yeah,
check
yeah.
their ID and be like, oh, fuck, this was the girl that was killed down the block 2 days ago. Or dude, not saying I specify. I'd probably kill
Yeah,
a couple dogs, too.
Oh, yeah.
While you're at it. you
Yeah.
know?
I thought of that as a business
Switch
one
the chip
time.
in their ear.
Like a real entrepreneur that I am, I'm always thinking up new businesses. The one business I had was like similar to the Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Jesus.
But
okay.
put up signs all over the neighborhood that I'm a pet detective, I'll find your lost dog. And then just steal people's dogs. And then when
That's a movie.
That's a movie?
yeah.
That's a good job. And then when they
That's
come
not a movie.
when they come to hire
That's
me,
a fucking movie with Christopher Walken. It's called like Seven
Ventura.
Psychopaths.
really, I've never seen it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like Tom Waits, Sam Rockwell.
That's a good job.
Christopher Walken.
So then
Yeah, that's what they do. They
People
steal
come to hire me
people's
to
dogs
find
and
their
then get the
dog, and
reward.
it's like, yeah, I'll get it to you 3 days, guaranteed, $500. Little do they know that.
But
the
you're
whole fucking
saying you're holding it hostage.
Yeah, the dog's
You're
downstairs.
gonna let them know.
Yeah, I'd return the dog.
Yeah. Yeah, they do it in like a less like they steal the dog and then they like, oh, we accidentally found it. You know, we
Oh.
stumbled upon it and just hope that they get a reward.
No, mine's business. There's gonna be
Yours is all
billboards.
business, yeah.
I'm gonna be like the psychic Sylvia Brown of finding dogs. So your dog gets stolen, call this guy. He always finds the dog. But like, I have your dog
Yes,
the
he
whole
has
time.
the
You
dogs.
fucking Mark.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's the long con.
It's a long con. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
have like 9 dogs in the house, and people don't report their dog stolen. I guess I just have a new dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Or you could, like,
I mean,
donate
it's a
it to
great business
shelter.
idea, but definitely go watch that movie because it's also a great movie.
Okay, write it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Write it down.
Write that down along
Seven
with my
psychopaths.
murder plan to foolproof get away with serial killing.
Yeah. There's a foolproof way. It's like, you don't come on anything. You don't leave dumps in the toilet.
I think burning the body is a good way to be foolproof.
Wow.
Look at Terry Horback or whatever her name is.
Jesus, Teresa?
Teresa. Old fucking
Yeah.
Muckaluck County. Just burn the body.
Maybe
get
that's
away
like.
with everything.
Are we full disclosing our murder plans? Like, this is how I'd do it.
I'd get away with it.
You got to put their cell phone on a freight train.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Send it
Leave
off,
it on, and
send it.
just put it on the Littlest Hobo music on repeat, and just send it.
I think there's also benefit.
I love that
This
song.
question just turned into how to get away with murder. Definitely use their debit or credit card after the time of death to cloud the timeline. Because you can just tap for any purchase under $30, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Just go anywhere. Just buy some chips and a coffee, anything.
Well, you got to go somewhere a little shady because you don't want cameras and all that.
Yeah,
crap.
you don't want cameras. But
that's the problem with it. Is like there's cameras. You have to do it on Halloween so you can wear a cool disguise and it not be like questioned. And then you know.
What? Okay, let's.
Or make small little perches at a gas station in the middle of nowhere or something.
Where could you use?
There's still cameras.
Where's there no cameras? There's got to be a place.
You know what the worst part about it is I've watched Datelines where people straight up get caught driving past places with cameras.
Yeah.
Not to say like sucks for them, but it's like they get caught because it's like, oh, here's a picture of your truck driving past the gas station on I-95. Yeah, like here he is driving away from the murder, right? Like it's.
I mean, that's just the way of the world now. You can't get away with shit. Like RJ was saying last week with the Amazon store and the facial scanning, it's like you're never going to be able to commit a crime ever again, which is, bittersweet, I guess.
You got to do it in like the comfort of your own home or
on Halloween.
On Halloween.
Yeah.
And when there's no rules.
I even feel like the days of stealing cars is over. Like,
I've
never stolen. Yeah, but like pretty much you can't get away with it now, right? They just call and the engine gets disabled.
That's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
GPS.
You can steal older cars, but I mean, how long are they going to be on the road?
Exactly. Like even a new car now, like an old car now is like a 2005. Like that's an old car. That's like 20 years old.
And they still have the ability to track that, I'm sure.
And turn it off with a button, fucking OnStar.
Yeah.
Like I read a thing the other day that some new car, I want to say Volvo, is starting a thing where if
what'd you call it?
Volvo. If your car can like, if it thinks you're drunk, it will shut the car off.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you're driving erratically.
It's like. Oh, okay.
How do women?
Is it like a speech thing?
I don't know.
Oh,
they don't drive Volvos, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, going back to the start of the show, if you got your head cut off and put on an Asian body, would you just be naturally a bad driver?
It's still your Russian head, though. You'd be the most aggressive driver. Yeah. You'd have a dash.
You'd be really good at like gymnastics.
Yeah.
And using calculators.
Yeah. Muscle memory is still there.
It's a dexterity
right?
thing, right? Hands, yeah. Okay. Just wanted to pose that question since we were there.
I
think the only way to get away with murder is you have to kill them, and then before they die, set their house on fire.
Oh yeah.
And burn them alive.
And you can't use accelerants. Like that's day one arson.
No.
Like don't pour gas everywhere. Just light the couch on fire.
No, just set your curtains on fire.
Yeah, the couch, curtains.
Totally.
Just use a goddamn lighter on fabric. The house will go up. But day one, don't pour gas everywhere. Red flag.
Yeah.
They can see that. They can smell it. Yeah. Just light the couch on fire right behind where there's an outlet. You're done. Electrical.
Yeah.
Electrical.
Must have been electrical.
Couple bodies in the bed.
Have you met a firefighter? Not very bright.
No. God, no.
Must have been electrical. Let's go back and watch a baseball game.
Firefighting is like one of the only jobs where you're like most physically qualified right out of high school when you're the dumbest that you are as an adult.
Yeah, true.
Like the most qualified for that job is a moron.
But at your physical peak too?
Old. Yeah, physical peak. That's the best person. Because then firefighters get old and fat and they just sit behind the desk. Like they don't actually do it anymore.
Yeah.
So like,
because they got the black lung.
They got black lung. They got fucking huge ass.
Yeah.
You only have to do that physical thing on the like entrance. Like there's no follow up.
You never have to do another physical exam again. Yeah.
All right, I got another question. We got time for another question?
Yeah.
Yeah, one more.
One more? All right. Kyle from Burlington wants to know, can you guys do any sick impressions?
Sick impressions. I feel like I'm really good at a lot of impressions, but I don't have them like rattling off.
I don't
have them to rattle off.
I'm not an impression guy.
I did one the other night.
Drew, you're the guy.
I did one the other night. My buddy was like, "Damn, that was a really good impression," but I don't know who it was.
No.
But I can just pull it out.
I can do a really banging Neil Young impression when I'm riding a bike. I know that sounds weird, but when we're cruising down the road, I can sing Sugar Mountain like a fucking angel.
Wow.
Just down the road, though, right?
Just on the road, yeah.
Yeah. I know that game. I can sing a pretty mean Rocket Man by Elton John and, like, pretend like I'm playing piano and stuff and nail it, but I have to be driving.
Yo, you have to be moving, yeah?
Yeah. I have to be doing something else to let the impression flow out. I do have one that it's his impression. You guys have to close your eyes, though.
Mine are already closed.
Especially if you're driving right now, definitely close your eyes. But this is an impression of Mike's dad, and it goes like this. Oh, deeper, Skyler, deeper.
Wow.
Papa?
Wow.
Papa?
Is that you, Papa?
Sky, Papa?
Home from work already?
Can I open my eyes now, Papa?
Home from work already? So early.
No, that was great.
Yeah.
That was
Couldn't
great.
even tell. Couldn't even tell if he was in studio or not.
I was convinced, man. Traumatic.
Felt like
Best friend fucking my only dad.
Who else would you want, right? Like,
no, that's it. If anyone's gonna fuck him, I'd hope it'd be
you kind of know
you
where
two.
I've been. Yeah.
And it didn't even sound like rape. It sounded like a two-way fuck.
Oh, he was into it.
There was consent.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was enjoying it.
Yeah. He asked for it.
Consensual.
He asked for it. I think on that note, we should wrap her up. we can't stop a guest appearance with Mike's dad. So I just want to remind people to check out Frontline Fiesta. Fantastic band that provides our intro, outro. Send us more questions to pretty much email@gmail.com. And like and subscribe and comment. And Skyler's real into our Instagram lately, so follow us at Pretty Much Experts for some pretty good memes.
Yeah, they're graphic.
They're graphic. I feel like that account's getting suspended any day now. For
I'm still trying.
Miscarriages and dicks and you name it.
Yeah. Jennifer
Aniston. Disgusting.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah. Give us a share, give us a like, send us a question. That's all from me, kids. Hey, babu.
There you go. That's a good
babu.
impression.
Give me that.
Hey, babu.
Picnic cup basket.
I don't think the Ranger's gonna like that, Yogi. You shut your goddamn mouth, Bubba. I'm the one wearing the pants around it.
All right. Anyway, fuck. See you guys next week.
See ya.
Fucking
Goodbye. Like, now do Yogi fucking Bobo.
Fucking yoga. Mike's dead.
Yeah, Bobo.
What's up, Mike's dead or Yogi Bear still?
Now you know why they call me Yogi.
Thanks everybody for tuning in this week. We are Pretty Much Experts. You can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. While you're at it, go have a look at our Facebook page. You can ask an expert any time of day or night, whatever you like. And if you're into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you, baby. Thanks again everybody. Tune in next week. We are Pretty Much Experts, and we love you, I guess.